Hello, hello, hello. Give me just 1 second while I get ready to share on socials and stuff that I'm live and all the things. Hello, everybody. I am Alckemy. I am going to be doing some interesting stuff today. Well, I'm going to be trying to do some interesting stuff today that's going to be a little bit different of a challenge than what I typically do. So usually, 9 times out of 10, I make music based off of like specific themes and make things around that. But in this case today, what I'm going to be doing instead is focusing on like trying to just make general loops and stuff. I recently came about some stuff last night that I'm absolutely enamored with, and I put it up on a masterclass for all of the Arcana members, but I already made like melodies and whatnot, but I ended up getting some really cool stuff like this. Oh, yeah. Right, so shit like that. And what I'm trying to do is make stuff like this that is going to be along the sort, but now do it more so with basses. But I'm trying to create this format for the NPC that I'm going to be able to do like drumming and stuff with, if that makes sense. And so through vicarious work and things of the like, I think that I'll find an answer. And I've already got my next idea about how to not only do this with melodic stuff, but also with bass and also with, I guess, like percussion as well. So sorry, trying to get all my thoughts together. Let me post that I'm streaming to the Discord, and then we're going to get down on some bass design. Maybe I'll do a couple drums or something, and we'll kind of just talk about these different things. Hey, Wiggles, what's good, man? How are you? So, yeah, that's all fine and dandy. Again, if you guys are wondering how I made any of this stuff, I made some other cool sounds too. Yeah. Sick. Oh man, these are so cool. I'm so happy with how these came out. Good. Awesome, man. Good to hear. So, yeah, that's a whole different shebang, I guess. But now what we'll get into is doing some other design stuff with nice old bassums. And what I want to try to find is doing a couple of things. I need to start thinking about like how I can create specific rhythms, which I guess I've already got that down, but I want to figure out cool and interesting ways that I can come up with phrases, short phrases that are based off of just creating things along whatever. Why is this tripping out so much? But phrases that I can use to throw in as like simple loops. Dude, it was a cool video, right? I think, like, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but I think I found something very compelling in that way. And so I hope that like you fucking get as much as you can out of that particular video, because for me personally, part of the reason why I recorded that was for me, because I was like, this was fucking dope. We're going to MSEG land, folks. Yeah, pretty much. We need to make a cool bass first, but once we do that, then we'll be able to figure out what we're doing next. I didn't watch a whole lot of it yet. You started streaming. Now I'm getting more psyched for it. Well, I mean, yeah, I kind of like go into, hold on 1 second. On that class, I go into more so stuff of how we come about from this, but I talk about different ways about how you can like rearrange this and find different pieces of it and stuff. Like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so just different. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't know, just different loops and stuff like that you can use, and then they all kind of stem from like very basic ideas of yeah, I don't know, just like cool stuff, man. I'm super stoked for it, so I hope that you love it. Anyways, regarding bass design, we've got a nice little fundamental. So let's go ahead and make a wavetable. It's been a while since I've made a bass, so that's part of the reason why I want to just kind of hop back into doing this a bit. There we go, maybe one that's not so fucking crazy. But yeah, how are you guys? How is everything? We're gonna do just a touch of self FM. Sweet. Well, because I can't get plugins running on my deck, I'm going to try and translate the majority of your classes into Bitwig devices and chains. Not ideal, but still got Bitwig, so it's chill. Yeah, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, even if you don't use like Snap Heap or whatever. It's more of just like, I go into it from the very beginning of like, here's how to just write a melody that is going to kind of fit that particular context. And then I talk about like the processing aspect of it, to which I do use Portal and Snap Heap, but you can just use whatever. So yeah, all right. What does that look like now? Yeah, so that's actually how you create reverb within the grid. Is you stack up a couple of a couple of all pass filters and kind of like, not necessarily like, well, you offset them a bit and then add just a little bit of movement to them, and then you can create a reverb like that. But I mean, it's essentially a delay, right? Actually, everything is essentially a delay if you think about it. But my voice just cracked. What am I, 12? All right, now what I'm going to do is just do a little bit of this. Just to make the wavetable more interesting. All right. Now, one thing I'm going to try as well is I'm just going to see what happens if we kind of just morph this together to create a more streamlined thing. Okay, no, I don't like that. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. It's fine. Whatever. It's weird that there's a lot of like weird ass movement right here, but the rest of it's pretty mellow. So I don't know what I did there, but I did something. Maybe it was from the FM, but that's fine. It works. You can do the cloakroom check. Make sure that your sub is good. All right, good. So from here, we get into the other stuff. And save them for exploration. I'm quite excited by that. I really wish they put convolution reverb in the grid though. Yeah, me too. Like I want all of those like effects and devices and stuff in the grid. Like why is there no EQ? or like put a, I guess there is, but like put a parametric in there. That would be extremely helpful. And it's not to say that like you can't do stuff like that, or you can't like build your own parametric or whatever, but like it's like, come on, man, just please, please, please. All right, we're just gonna go off muscle memory here, but hey, Victor, what's good, brother? Hello. Hello, Victor. Nice to see you, Victor. I'm just kidding. I'm being stupid. Sorry. Yeah, so on that one, just also Bitwig's discount multipass is nice, but it ain't multipass. It works. It's fine. Oh, I built my own compressor in Bitwig. That's cool. I feel that. Follow speed. There we go. It sucks. That's funny. This needs to be a little bit bigger. Turn the jitter up. Hey Blaze, I'm trying to make a tape style instrument within the grid. I don't know if I would know how to do that or not. I'd have to constitute like what a tape stop would even. You could probably use a frequency shifter. So I think that would be the thing to figure out, is figure out how to use some kind of input that transposes the audio into something that will really just like pitch it down and then slow it down as well. Yeah, because if you actually, yeah, that's definitely true, because if you use a delay and you change the time on it, but the problem is that it's difficult to control. So that's the issue, because if you just put a delay on here and you set it into time mode, then you can actually get like the timbre, or I guess like, how do I say, like you can get the effect of it. So if you were to do something like this and you turn the feedback down, you set this to time mode and you just play with the timing of this. So maybe what you could do is you can just set an envelope here that has like a, and that's going to be the hardest part, is setting the rate at which this decays to make it pitch down. I think it's too fast. DJ Alk on the disc, yeah. That was actually really good. I do have a tutorial on that stupid thing, but that's so rudimentary and so easy that it's almost not even worth mentioning. Wicka wicka. Wicka wicka. It might help if I turn this on, maybe. Hey Kenny, what's good, brother? Oops. Kind of pull back off of that a bit. And then I'm going to have this interact. Is there a way to create a kilohertz de-esser without using multipass? You could pretty much do the same thing with Snappy, but you're pretty much turning it into multipass. But the thing about de-essing is that it targets a specific frequency range, yeah? So like, in a sense, it doesn't, like, you're gonna kind of have to focus on frequencies at some point. That's too far. Too far. All right, let's keep going. It's subtle, bro. Subtle. So something that I've actually been doing a lot more lately is, as you can hear, I've really just been paying attention to what frequencies I boost and what frequencies I cut on this stuff, because as you can see, like, it really makes a difference when you get kind of granular with this. No pun intended, but that's what I keep running into. You can't tell the audio file or only hear one lane of snap peep yet. So do I like the MPC more than poly and play? I only know more of the basic differences with MPC. Yeah, essentially it can. Like, the poly and play can do some very unique stuff, and it's more based off of like a lot of generative and chance based things. But with the MPC, I can do more performance based things with it, and like live drumming, and also like you can do sound design in it. You can actually like make and record songs in it, and like the MPC is a DAW. Long story short, it's a flippin' DAW, but it's really fun to like. It's really fun to like cut up stems and cut up, you know, specific things in that nature to kind of mess around with and stuff, to be able to do that, and that's why I really enjoy it. But with the poly end, I still haven't appreciated the sampler a bit. What it hurt is, it's nuts, dude. Like, I don't know if you've seen the video that I put out on it or not, but bruh, it's fucking crazy. There's no two ways about it. Okay, so that's nice and fat. I'm gonna give this just a touch of love here, like just a touch. All right, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to even more filtering, because that's what we do. Filter, 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 filter. Feels like Bitwig is a dream version of Ableton, especially if you want to do sound design. Yeah, and also like resampling. It's fucking killer for that. Sugoi for resampling. My demo's expiring. That's really freaking cool. So I'm buying it. Use my affiliate link. Or don't. I wish that there was more of an incentive to actually do that. But since they removed the discount, it doesn't even do anything anymore. So I'm like, well, why do I even advertise it? It doesn't benefit anybody but myself now. And now it feels like I have to like ask more of a favor than anything. One thing that I don't like doing is asking people for favors. I don't need your charity. No, just, yes, I do. I do need it. I'm sorry. I think Polarity's one still works. No. Like, they stopped doing 10% discounts across the board. They stopped giving people that stuff. And I don't know why. Yeah, I'm sorry too. No, I don't need another one of these. What I do want is one of these guys. Bitwig is worth it for the resampling capabilities alone. Well, the audio workflow, right? Like, the audio workflow aspect of it is just nuts. Ableation samps? Is this... That's not my stuff, is it? No, this is someone else's stuff. We're gonna use some of my own shit. Oh God. Okay, that's fine. Then I'll give that just a little bit more characteristics, and then we can distort that again just a touch. I've been using Studio One for years, and I got it a few months ago, and I fucking love it. Yeah, dude, I'm glad that you're happy with it. You know what? I probably am going to use a low pass on that instead. This should sound way different now, hopefully. Sick. Okay, so now we need to just introduce a touch of this. And it's strange. Wait. I feel like dubstep producers still haven't discovered its potential. Well, did you know that Chi moved over to Bitwig? Audica has been messing with Bitwig. Mr. Bill tried Bitwig. It wasn't for him. Who else do I know that tried Bitwig? I got Cage to get Bitwig. Just kidding. I got Cage to get into Bitwig. I don't think that he's made like the full transition yet. I'm trying to get Zane to get into Bitwig. He's open-minded to it, but not quite convinced. Who else do I know that's tried Bitwig? Noisia has done some Bitwig stuff. I don't know if they've completely converted or not, but yeah, I've seen them do some stuff in it. It's because it's sick though. For Rizzle. A sickle. The modulation capabilities alone are ridiculous for a DAW. You can use audio signals to control saturation variables at audio rates and make some very interesting distortions, for instance. Yeah. What you said. 100%. Still got love for Studio One though for mixing and mastering purposes. It's not really even necessary now, but I still own it. Studio One is more old school analog feel. And that's really what it comes down to, right? Is like, you know, figuring out what tools fit the job that you need it to. Okay, so on this guy, we're gonna do one of these bad boys. And then I'm going to use another filter here. I feel like there was something that I started doing that was different on these other ones, so I might pull that up. I heard Reaper is still a decent alternative to Studio One. I hear that it's also a decent alternative to Bitwig, actually. Had rewire support. I wish there's a couple of things that I wish Bitwig still had that it's just not quite there yet, but it's doing good, you know. It's still pretty young too. Okay, so now that we have that, we can introduce the movement. Now, what I'm confused about is why there must be something is cutting out the sub. I'm kind of confused as to what the fuck is going on there. Oh, okay. Like, what happened to my sub? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. There we go. No, it's not this. Yeah, I think it was just the wavetable. Like, I think I lost some of the sub through that. That actually sounds way cooler. All right, dope. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to just do some other shit here. And this is a good refresher. I think it's been like almost a month since I've made a bass, so it's good to Okay. So we don't need this guy. We just need to turn this guy on, because that wasn't doing anything. And now that we have stuff like that, we can start to do different shit like this. Hold on one second. Actually, piano roll in Bitwig is really good. I just heard it's the same, barely usable mess like in Ableton. Hey Jazz, what's up? It's fine. I think like people want like the scales and stuff, and I'm like, man, just go fucking learn a scale. But I mean, you know, what can you say? Just got out of the old slave ship. Right on. Time to relax and do some music things. Dope. I feel that. Ha 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 ha. Just use like Erie loading dock or something. I'm gonna use another reverb on here. And then an overall filter on the entire thing to have this control different shit, and this is gonna make this hella dynamic. No, you look like a seismograph. Damn it. I'm about to head off myself so I can do some design. Alright, thanks for coming in. So I'm painting lines in a parking lot today, and I'm at the end of wrapping things up, and these young kids pull up with a big truck and trailer and ran over the wet lines in my paint and roll over in the paint tray. Idiots at best. Did they do it by accident? Fucking assholes. Little kids, man. Fucking assholes. Alright, cool. So we got that part. Now we can get to this stuff, which is... no, I don't even know if I want to touch that, to be honest. No, that's fine. Yeah, man, sorry to hear, dude. That fucking blows ass. Yeah. Right. Well, at least they, at least they apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, man. Like the thing that I have come to realize is that like people fuck up, and it's not always out of ill intent. Some kids just want to do that shit, or some people, I guess, in general, just want to be like, dirtbags. But a lot of times, it's like, you know what I mean? Just like some kind of mistake from somebody either zigging when they were supposed to zag or not paying attention, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So it's kind of hard to be mad at that stuff or to stay mad at it. It's like, what, you never done some shit like that and then been like, oh fuck, I hope I'm not in a ton of trouble? Because I sure as hell have. I fuck up all the time. All the time. I make a lot of mistakes. Yeah, we're making all the mistakes. No, I'm just kidding. That could be fun to automate. I've never tried doing that before. That might be interesting. One of these guys? Hold on one second. What do I have in this that is creating a lot of space? Okay. So, I'm not really going to teach you guys about, excuse me, about mid-side EQ, but one thing that I'm trying to do is like separate the mids from the sides as much as possible. So if you have a bunch of stereo information, it's just going to sound like garbage. I need to work on some tunage. One of the things I hate about my day job is I feel burnt by the time I get home, but I got off a little early today, so I'm going to see what I can get done. Yo, thanks for coming in, Kenny. I'm sorry I'm not doing anything exciting right now, guys, but I appreciate you all being here. When you load up loops or MPC, do I prefer 4 or 8 bar segments? I don't even know yet. Like, I'm kind of in the process of just trying to figure that part out. What am I doing? Right, that's what I'm doing. Okay. That would be really cool if we could do like a comb. Oh my god, I'm dying, guys. Shit. What the fuck? Tell my kids I love them. I don't have kids. Shit, dude. Okay. I'm alive. I'm fine. I overcame. Whew. For a second there, I was, woohoo! I don't know what you're gunner. I'm just kidding. Dude, you're good. Spend a lot of time doing exactly what you're doing right now. I think we all do. Well, that sounds sick. And that's just on the sideband. Should probably turn the gain down a bit though. Oh, are you out too, Jazz? Everyone is leaving me. Do I have a fan or AC in the background? No problem, just wondering. Yeah, I do. I live in Vegas. It's hot. We won't leave you alone. You had a red alert over here for a sec? Yikes. Sick, dude. Okay, however, I do need to... turn this down just a bit. Dude. Dude. So I have a hunch, and I don't know if this is going to work or not, but something that I kind of want to try. I'm taking in seizures for a second. Are you okay? I don't know if that's joking or if that's like... Oh, okay. I know some people that are like hella epileptic, and so I'm like... Okay, so I want to see if this is going to work. Yeah, so you see how it kind of like... You see how it kind of gives off that like... Like, that's a cool little trick that you can use for that. So, back to the rhythm part. Oh shit, you alright, man? Are you epileptic? So let's see if we can create a phrase like that. There we go. So something that we could do is maybe like pit these against each other. So maybe something like this, and then just listen to this. Insert brand account name here. Will this live stream stay up in the channel after you're offline? Dig the sound you're cooking. So I usually leave my live streams public for a few days. And then I take them off and leave them for the members. Okay, so that's, you know, just a simple idea. Cool, good to know, thanks. Yeah, like, I mean, I try not to, how do I say, like, I try not to leave anybody out. But at the same time, when I'm doing production stuff, you know, it goes in the vault. And it's also like a means to try to keep my content organized. And a small way to support the channel, I guess. It's $2. $2 for access to all of my live streams. That's fucking cool. I wish I would have caught that. Oh well. Oh well. Well. Well, oh well. You know what? Fuck, I forgot. I need to like try to think about like using this as a means of like somewhat being mixed and mastered. So we're gonna use one of these guys. And that's the hard part that I'm trying to figure out is like, because I'm gonna be throwing this into something that's gonna be like immediately, you can already tell where my head's at, but because I'm gonna be doing this, I'm trying to like, how do you say? Sometimes use it at the end of the. All right, hold on one second. Wait. Let me. There's too many thoughts that are trying to fight for my headspace at once. So sometimes I try to like figure out, or I'm having to figure out like what is going to constitute or what the best format is in order to make these loops and stuff as. No, it's not your fault. It's my fault because I'm fucking scatterbrained. But to make this stuff as usable as possible. Just from throwing it in the MPC, because once it gets there, like I do have mixing tools and stuff, but I want it to be ready to go. And that's the interesting thing is coming up with an idea or coming up with loop stuff to where like this is going to work, right? To where it's like, oh, I can come up with like a swingy riff or something like that, and like having good headspace for things of that nature. So fuck, those are so cool. You just like make like one shots with these. All right, maybe not that one. They're not all going to be bangers. Oh, I'll just do this. I should have done that in the first place, but whatever. I'm not perfect. And this stuff is cool too because like I can use this as I can just use this as like fills, but yeah. Oh god damn it. Okay, seen a guy make a whole track with DC offset So when I used my boy's MPC, I believe we ran audio from the DAW modular and sampled that into the MPC directly. Well, you can do that, but I'm wanting to do like live finger drumming. I recently made a strange thing and mapped DC offset to a macro and then did automation with it, drew a wave by hand and vital and duplicated. Made a bass out of this. Why did I do this? That's because you can. You can make anything in a DC offset because it pretty much becomes noise, right? You could force the noise to come out of the offset and I don't know, it's interesting. You can do a lot of different shit with it. You can also create like different distortion types with DC offset because of how it affects the waveform. I wonder if there's a plugin you can set on your master channel and set to record in so you never lose a cool sound you made during the process. I think so. Edison, right? There's also one from Melda that you can record. But I don't care enough. This is kind of a means to an end, so I'm not really so worried about being like, oh, the magic. Ooh. Like all of these, all of those are usable. All of those are fucking usable. Amazing. And I need to try to figure this out as well because I don't know what happened, but it fucking drives me crazy that... Yo, what up, Flesh? Dude, can you do me a favor? Actually, let's go. Can I just give Flesh a fucking shout out? Like, he was making some stuff on stream today that was fucking incredible. Let's go find him on SoundCloud. Like, you all really owe it to yourselves to listen to his music. So, Flesh interface. I'm so sorry I didn't follow back, dude. I'm a terrible person, but hopefully I can make up for it. So, shout out to Flesh, dude. Like, man, his fucking music is it's fucked. He's broken streamer or broken producer. Let me just throw a shout out over there. Where are you from, by the way? I think I want to say like obviously somewhere. If I had to guess, somewhere from Northern Europe. But yeah, he's actually taught me some cool tricks and stuff from Germany. Dope. Really cool shit, man. Really cool shit. And please go listen to his music. He's part of the Saturate fam, and I adore it. He's got the groove. The other half is from San Francisco. Oh, sick. Wunderbar. So yeah, I think right now, Wunderbar? What? Wunderbar. Wonderbird. What? What am I saying? It's wonderful in German. Wait, what happened? Okay. So I got all these takes here, but can I expand them? Fold the takes. This is like the one thing that I'm really pissed off about Bitwig for, because they used to have a thing to where like, okay, comping is great, but since when was this a thing? Because this used to not be a thing. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh. Bro. Is it a setting? It's got to be a setting somewhere. Why did they do that? I thought we were friends. We were friends. Better control Eclipse or copy for so long. Wait a second. It might have been because of that. It might have been because I deactivated that. Hold on. Clip launcher. That doesn't count. Yep. I'm Flesh. This is my private YouTube account. Is Zinzadong? I lost my focus for a second. Yes. Yes. Yes, they are. He is. Yeah. Yes. Indeed. Like they said, there's some comping features, guys, but they're just not quite enough to be fully useful. I don't like comping. It's not useful to me. Wow. Okay. Come on. That makes me really fucking sad, dude. Since when? This used to not be a thing. Wow, that's cool. That's kind of meh. Ah, I'm just kidding. Fuck. You know what would be really cool if you could just like pull the takes out? Like that would be hella sweet as well. Is that patch generative? It's somewhat generative. It's just like one of my turn-in patches that I make like every fucking day, right? But it's essentially just a neuro base. Yep, should have recorded that. Fuck. That was so cool. These kinds of patches are available on my website. I mean, I made this one from scratch today, but they all kind of have a similar vibe, just with like slightly different settings and different rhythms and stuff. But okay, so what do I do here? How do I pull these out? I took a glimpse at the first 3 tracks of it, and I'm guessing, and it's sick as fuck. That's what I'm gonna read that as. Alka's and Nerve. Dude, you should see my friends. You should see my friends. They're fucking amazing. Go listen to Flesh's music. Like, listen to that shit. I'm just the person that puts it up on the internet. That's all it really is. That's why people think that, like, that's why people say that stuff, is because there's not really a lot of people that are doing, like, neuro-based tutorials. Hey there, says the lurker. Well, that just sounds like cool monster stuff. Closing in on us though. New beat you made is so sick. Thanks, man. But yeah, dude, like I said though, like you should see my homies. It's like the saturate people and you know, even the upscale people. Like there's so many people out there making really sick sounds. And truth be told, it doesn't even matter. So I got to do this 13 times. God damn it. It doesn't even matter because it's all about context. Kunis is amazing too. He's sitting on so much heat. Yeah, for real. You still the Jito neuro bass mastering. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the compliment. That's what I meant to say, is thank you. I don't believe that I'm a master of anything. I'm constantly learning shit all the time. Constant learning process. This is very inefficient. I do not like this whatsoever. But I'm gonna send Lucy a message later and be like, Lucy, please fix this. This fucking drives me crazy. I might even just make a video on it and tag Lucy in it. Be like, hey, I have a complaint. Alright, well, we got those. Those are the same. So very happy with that. I'll take it. Whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. Just sick fucking downbeat basses. Play. I don't really care about that one. That one is really fucking cool. So much material for the intro too. Most of these I think will work so well with reverb throws. Right, like just like reverb splashing them out and being like boom. In a world full of tacos, one man, one journey, one desire. See? I told you, man. Alright, that one's worth keeping for sure. Yeah, exactly. You thought you were safe. I like those too, though, because those actually seem like they're usable. Right, just that's kind of how I'm thinking about these. And that has a clear tone, so. Can you fucking... Alright, dope. So we got all these. I'm gonna rename these as downbeat basses. I don't even know what key they're in. It doesn't really matter, but now that we've got all those, we can bounce them all together. Toss that into MPC loops. And then we can focus on building some different basic movement with this, I guess. And this is the hard part, right? Is like trying to think about like making a bass line. And Flesh and I were just talking about this, but trying to make a bass line and then like saying, okay, well, can we pit this up against another loop to make it usable? Because normally what I've started doing that has been more useful than anything is, dude, like it comes, man, it comes. It's really just like understanding mechanics of stuff. But what's it called? What was I gonna say? But yeah, like the thought process about trying to develop like a bass loop and then figuring out how to make drums around that, as opposed to making drums and then trying to make the bass fit within the loop. And that's why I like doing this as a challenge, because it's really forcing me to think outside of my comfort zone. So what I'm going to do is maybe just like, maybe I don't have to actually, maybe I can use this as a guide. So maybe I can grab something like hats. No, I've got a better idea. We're gonna grab EXO. And everybody close your eyes, ready? And stop. All right, 145, that's fine. So I'm just gonna pull from this. This has been like the most useful tool for me doing shit with this. Yeah! Haha! Yeah. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Is I'm not gonna do like a kick and snare groove or whatever, but I'm just gonna like try to variate this in general. All right. Actually, fuck all that. I'll figure that out in a second because it's not really that important. So that's kind of like where my mind's at. That's Mr. Game & Watch. So we're just gonna swing the fuck out of this stuff, like nudge it hella late. Some stuff will be late, some stuff will be early. Doesn't even matter. We don't need kicks. And the other thing too is to like make this stuff really fucking short. That's one thing that was like one of the biggest takeaways from figuring out ways to accentuate groove, is take away like the tail ends of everything. This is going to be perfect. So now what we can do is, and I guess it doesn't matter because I'm not really trying to produce a song right now, but go to max, and then we can just export this. I don't work with hardware like that, but at some point I'd love to. Just got to get in the habit of doing sound design stuff first. Wait. So wait. I love those bass textures that sound organic. I always start with my bass stuff too, then piece drums around that groove. My friend likes to make a drum groove first, and then he makes his elements replace some of the drums / perks. That way they automatically adopt the groove. See, I'd like to, like, if you can we have a conversation about that either now or later, like in context, because that's like, we just talked about that, but excuse me, I still want there to be like, that's still something to practice and something to think about, if that makes sense. Anytime. What was your comment? What are you talking about though regarding hardware? Hold on one second. This might sound insane, everybody. Ooh, okay. Well, let me just fucking turn you down. Oh, fuck, that's so cool. I want that to like. So like even with this, there you go. Creating spaces. Thanks, Cage. See how much of a difference that makes? All right, so now that we have all that, we can producer / caveman. I leave all the DJing and performing to the other half of the project. I know some people like that actually, like I know of another group or another duo that does that as well. They're their own beast. Whoa. Okay. So now, trying to develop some kind of relationship with this. And then maybe actually even pulling out some kind of something that has Do you mind if I text my SoundCloud name on here? Okay. No, I don't care. What's up, everybody? All right, so maybe just start off with something simple, kind of like this. And then we can actually duplicate this. And then try to just play some of these things on the beat, right? So thanks, man. I love like part of what I'm trying to develop is well, kind of the shit that you were making, but just hypnotic beats and hypnotic rhythms. That's kind of cool, actually. But regarding like space and stuff, that's the one thing that I'm wanting to maybe control. So maybe what I can do is just cut that off. Kind of like so. Space, 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 space. Right? Spacey, spacies. And this needs to be quicker. That's really fucking cool to me. But it needs to be groovier. So I need to figure out how to like space it out more because I want it to be even more syncopated. So I'm going to try to hold on. I need to think about this for a second. But yeah, so that needs to be sooner. And then also create like some kind of like this guy right here. That could be helpful. I love faceplant. Me too. It's my shit. Maybe just like copying this and playing around with different stuff like this to try to catch that. Kunis told me to put some snares a bit early. That's what I usually do is like on that tune that I sent you, I usually put my snares early. You should be sponsored by them. Sponsored by well, I'm affiliated with them. I'm not sponsored by them. But like if people buy faceplant and they use my thing, then so more space there because it's like you got very chill music, Jazz. Yeah, he sends me some his stuff every once in a while, and you've got the right ideas for sure. You just gotta finish your shit. So I almost feel like these can, I feel like that's the part that this, like this, there should be a space right here. So the, sorry, Flesh. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to do you like that. Yeah, okay, so creating that space right there, that was a big one. I didn't say that. I was just said that you're part of like the, you're part of the, I would just say the community. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do you like that. Can I send you my shit? It's perfectly fine to say no as well. Not that I have anything against Victor or Jazz. They're great people, but... No, I think that this just needs, like... Learned a ton in the past year or so from this channel. I mean, it peeps through here. Yeah, I know. I'm just... No, that's fine. How can... Who can't find you? Maybe like here. I'm not really interested in like making this into a beat or anything, but it is kind of fun just to fuck around with this and just play with that idea about syncopation. So maybe I can just do something that's like... that's the same fucking beat that I made. It's really easy for me to get into that, just... So I do sometimes do feedback streams, just wondering. I used to, but I kept getting copyright, not strike, but I kept getting copyright flagged. But if you want to send me something, you can always just DM me. I'm more than happy to take a look at what you do. But I used to, and that was the thing too, is I would spend like fucking 20 minutes on a feedback thing. I'm just going to turn this off. And then we can kind of just... And that's usually why I do that. I usually do that as well because I like having those like fills and stuff, and then sometimes doing like the sampler thing where you set the velocity to change like where the sample starts from is a typical thing that I've done from the past. But I'm more so focused on like the texture aspect of things or the rhythmic elements. And I guess like sometimes having those spaces to fill can be kind of nice. But did I just do what I think I did? Yeah, I don't need to do that. But yeah, I can kind of group those together like that, and then there's one. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. But just as a candidate, you know, for something in general. Which is crazy because that sounds very different than what it sounds like in context, and that's exactly what I was afraid of. Because like now I'm kind of curious as to what this sounds like. I might just have to like force a different context whenever I'm actually drumming this stuff, because that's, fuck man, it's hard enough to send my shit to Alckemy directly. Dude, if you can send your shit to Flesh, you can send your shit to me. Like, what? Sorry, I got passionate for a second. That's not a scold. It's just like, what? Okay, just again. Maybe not that far, but maybe like a little bit. The only person I asked for advice? Wait, you've been the only person I asked for it? You always kept it real? Well, I like being helpful, you know? Like, I mean, there's a ton of people that help me. And they just offer it, you know? Like, Flesh came in and was like, "Hey man, can I give you some advice?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, yeah you can, yes you can, yes you can." All right, let me throw all this shit into a sidechain and see what that sounds like. Actually, hold on one second. This is why, like, this is why producing this kind of music is gonna be so fucking hard to do in an NPC. Sounds often have a valid quality to themselves, and then trying to keep it consistent across your track can work well in a sense of gluing it together. Can you elaborate on that? Because I'm sorry for being naive, but I don't quite understand. I feel like once you get a good system going, you'll be good. Might be nice when you have like 4 of your 16 pads with one shots play like 12 to 8 bars. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have like maybe like 2 or 3 different melodies, and then have some bass things kind of like that, and then like maybe like one or two one shots. And when I make my percussive loops, which I haven't started yet, but I'm not gonna just like have one shots like this. It's gonna be stuff like this together. Things that have multiple hits, because it's actually an old boom bap trick that people used to do back in the day, to where instead of having like just, you know, instead of just doing it all with one thing, like I might have a hi-hat or whatever, but having these syncopated like collections of hits, you know, things like that. Like that's useless because you can't even hear that, but oh, I guess you can. That sound that I have sounds like an O or ow. The bass or the melody? Well, I guess that also has sub in it too, so. I mean, this on its own could probably go without the bass. To be honest, I could probably just boost the low end of that. That actually sounds really cool without the bass line. Saturday. This is really fucking lazy, but it's fine because I think it's just a matter of like just trying to understand and just trying to like, and this is why this is so annoying to me, is because like there's so much shit and so much setup that goes into this stuff that I'm like, god damn it. How do I set all this shit up in such a way that I can just take it directly from whatever to whatever? So the E, so you're saying the kick sounds like an E? Oh, I can see that. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So the vowels and so you're saying that like the vowels and stuff don't quite go together with the basses and stuff, and like trying to make stuff like that fit together would be more would make that more cohesive. Set up patterns you progress through. It can be the case sometimes, and it's something cool to keep in mind. Yeah, I'll take that. Actually, let me write that down. Be mindful of matching vowels. Thank you, dude. Rance taught me that. Shout out, Rance. I don't know who that is. Dope. Okay, so I want this to be even more like so I probably need like I should probably take my own advice. I could do that. Imagine the satisfaction from physically throwing a loop into an NPC. I agree. So that syncopation needs to happen like sooner. Waiting for the VR DAW. Check. There's a Google instrument that is a VR DAW. We totally lost this little guy. Spaces. Spaces. It's better. That's better. It's not quite there though. Told myself I wasn't going to produce today, and now look, I'm fucking making music. Ah! I can't start. I'm just kidding. Help me, please. Somebody, what is this? I know, right? Oh, well, that's great. Is this a click? It is. So I can actually use that. All right. I can probably even like grab this and like just toss that in there and let's see what that does. Yeah. I'm from the jungle, yo cats don't wanna rumble. I'm sitting here, make you drop the ball like a fumble. I go ahead, man, that cause a lot of trouble. That didn't make sense because I rise through the rubble. Like a phoenix, you can fucking get it. I go and spit this thing and my words are incoherent. Yeah, I got this flow beat, yeah, I got the spirit. But everybody else is sitting here looking at my lyrics. Goddamn, I'm re-rapping. Everybody else is focusing on trapping. Right? But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Like, that's the vibe. Zupa Zipo. I know. I'm sorry. That shit hit deep. Alckemy. Zupa Zipo 2020. 2022. I'm gonna like start throwing some quotes. Alckemy 2022. Yeah, let me just grab this thing right here and I'm just gonna copy this and then I'm gonna paste this onto the percussion here. And then I'm actually going to group these guys together. And drums. To be honest, guys, like I'm just grateful that I fucking figured out how to make music like this. This like it was so hard for me to figure this shit out. Yeah, it's fine. I guess I can comp it. It is so satisfying to make. You're absolutely right. It is so satisfying to make. It just feels like it feels good to make. So now that we have something like that, I guess I can make use of this and pull this off. Just toss that in the percussive group. Spaces. Spaces, 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 spaces. I cannot reiterate that enough. Spaces. 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 I'm gonna fucking like dream about that in my sleep. Just spaces. 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 Alright, so even that's a bit much, so we don't need that shit. Alright, so now that we have all this stuff though, we can kind of double click on this and be like, oh, okay, let's try this one. It's kind of cool. That's cool. Pretty sick. Let's pick a different one. Sick. Fucking yes. Yes. I like that, but I don't like that like taking over as the main snare. Yeah, so I guess regarding 808s and stuff, I guess we could bring this back in too, right, and just see how that plays out. life, what's up? Kind of curious. And then that's when you can kind of like come in and have all that other shit. I don't know. This ended up sounding pretty fucking cool. Obviously, this is like way overblown. Why does that sound so farty? That's why. That's why it sounds so farty. I heard this little thing in there that sounded really fucking cool, and I think that was on accident, but All right. Fucked it up. I am so sick of this goddamn auto-tune commercial. You shouldn't even be having ads. Super Sunshine vibes. Spaces, spaces, spaces. Woo! What a cool info resampling rack. Minor names so boringly. I mean, they're like presets, so right. So like, yeah, the texture is super sick on that. Like, thank you. Yeah. Archangel generator. Yeah, they're all like creatures or, you know, something else of the sort. That's creatures of the night and of the dark. I heard your mother stinks like a fart. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Please, nobody take that personal. I'm not talking about anybody's mom. Spaces, spaces, spaces. Yeah, I totally got derailed. Damn field winches? What? That's actually kind of cool. Damn, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I don't really think that it fits, but at the same time, it's kind of fucking like, all right, like, okay. It's all like groovy and stuff, and then it just scares the shit out of you. Like, what the fuck? I love that. It's fucking hella like schizo. I probably shouldn't say that. There's probably a better way to say that, but could you do it? Yeah. Just give me a sec. Kind of pulling all these parts off. And all right, there we go. Alk on a tier, let us know how you feel, brother. I'm 3 glasses of wine into the night. I just vibe checked by that transition. Bro, can you fucking snap? What are you doing? Snap. Snap, damn you. Snap. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't even drink wine, so. That is kind of funny, though, that this is just like, oh, man, this is groovy as shit, and then it's just like, that's fucking hilarious. There probably is like a more crafty way to implement that, of like scaring the shit out of somebody, but like maybe not necessarily being so abrupt, or maybe even make it more jarring. Which I guess, by the way, especially for you, Flesh, if you have any like questions about Bitwig or something, since I guess I kind of caught myself into sketching a beat. You're more than welcome to inquire about anything and everything that you might want to know about. That could be good. Okay, cool. Something comes up in mind. I'll be sure to ask. Dope. Okay, and I think I have the answer for this too. So for the second part, for this to like evolve, cut all the drums during that fill. Like all the percussion or just the... Because there is some syncopation in there. Well, maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Baby, come back. And then what I can do instead to try to like maybe lead this into the next piece is maybe just have the kick on the downbeat. And then, yeah, and then I can actually bring that snare back and then be like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. No, it's okay. And then keep going. Which I don't talk to anybody like that, but just as a joke. Yeah, I'd fucking like strangle somebody sounding type sounds right. And then it's like, no, man, it's all right. It's okay. You know, just like psychotic. Don't be psycho, people. Be good to your homies. All right, so I think I can find some like... That's really cool. Yeah, maybe I can take that one. And God, the organization of this though. Can I high cut the kick for me? Just see how it sounds. Don't feel pressure to keep it. Just in a way that the sub info remains. Just on this. Like, just for that part or indefinitely? For all kicks. Hold on 1 second. I didn't even notice it, to be honest, so. I was trying to see if I can pull out some noise from that, but there's not really anything to pull from. Boost around 180 works nicely for filtery kicks. Well, that brings back the knock for sure. But yeah, let's see how that sounds. I agree, actually. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Thank you. I agree. Have you guys seen that, Storks? It does, like the impact of it now feels like it's a lot bigger. Right, like that feels like it's a lot stronger. So I think that I can actually take this. You can still layer some subtle noise. Maybe just that metallic quality of the kick was a bit distracting from the good stuff. Well, I can change the kick too, because like I just pulled, like I wasn't even supposed to make a beat, right? I was supposed to just like be like, oh, here's a textured kick, here's a textured snare, so it sounds okay, and there's that. But I guess in this case we could save it. but I think this would be kind of cool to implement as well. And you can kind of use that as an element here, like this. Kind of like that. And I think that if we just kind of cut the highs out, or then try to make that noticeable. So that way it sounds kind of like a shaker, but it's still like a late. And I just kind of like how that has a little bit of extra rhythm to it, but I don't know if it's going to fit, but... Man. I feel like that adds a ton of energy to that second part right there. No, you're fine, dude. You're fine. I like when people, even if they're bad suggestions, I don't always try them, but I'm like, if I don't have something specific that I'm going for, or like I can't predict like what it's going to be, then that's really cool. I've been playing with Infiltrator's new spectral modes, and it does very weird things to drums. Been too busy with college to really deep dive into it. I was in Data Braw's stream the other day, and he didn't like what I had to say about Infiltrator, and neither did his fans. But you know, I don't know, man. Infiltrator seems cool, but it doesn't, like, the spectral effects, while they are relatively unique, I don't think that they were doing anything that I was like, oh man, like that I want that sound in my production, or like I want, you know what I'm saying? Like I want that. It was just kind of like, it's cool. It's cool to meander, but I'm kind of like, I don't want to meander with sounds anymore, if that makes sense. I think I saw you commenting in there, but I just left the stream audio to run. Yeah, I was kind of just trying not to meander, or like I'm done with the meandering part, and even with the sound design aspect, it's something that I was talking about with Cage earlier today. I was like, I don't really want to do like quote unquote sound design tutorials anymore. I want to teach you and myself get better at making music. Like I want to teach you how to contextualize and teach people how to like, I'm more interested in like the theoretical, philosophical aspects of composition, the arrangement pieces, right? Those things, like all the shit that we did today, like, dude, Flesh, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me today. But talking about what we did earlier today and the syncopation aspect of stuff, and the why things work or why things don't work, that's the kind of shit that I want on my channel. That's the kind of stuff that's going to teach more people how to be successful with their music production for me. Because just like, I don't know, like the sound design is fucking cool, and it's definitely like, you have to be able to know what kind of aesthetics and stuff that you want, but it's all accessible to you now. Like any kind of sound that you want, everybody's put out sample packs. I can make mud pies all day, but there's a few compositional tutorials of this kind of music. I mean, I have master classes on this, and I'm trying to like give you like short ideas and stuff like that. But I'm still, I don't know, it's hard. There's a really weird balance because like I'm still learning a bunch of shit myself. And so like trying to put a balance out about like what I want to teach versus what I'm saving for the master classes versus what I shouldn't teach, of like not knowing enough or not knowing what I'm talking about, because there is that aspect too. And just trying to make sure that like I keep my feet on the floor, if that makes sense to you all, is really what I'm trying to do here. It's really important to like keep in mind that like I'm not like I'm not even signed. I'm not a professional musician. I'm just a dude that like makes beats and stuff. So trying to be like, here's my here's insight into my production. That's personal to me. That's the stuff that I do like the master classes for, because that's my personal artistry, right? Like you're buying me from there. You're not buying like the secrets of sound design or whatever. You're buying me. But in an aspect, also being like, oh, well, I want to teach people this aspect of production and give them like the keys to where you can go and like figure this shit out on your own, right? I over-focused on sound design in my production and had to catch up on rhythm. Dude, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Everything was so sound design focused, and I could not figure out how to use it. And like, I think the very first lesson that I did with Aiden, I was like, man, like I have all these cool sounds and stuff, but how do I use them? And like slowly but surely he's been chipping away and teaching me how to make better music. And like, yo, let me put it this way. Let me find some shit. Let me see. I think that I'll probably be on for another like 15 minutes or so, because I have to teach a class, like a martial arts class, in about an hour. But fuck, Ian, you said you weren't going to produce today. You said you weren't going to do it, and you lied. You lied. You fucking lied. You fucking liar. Goddamn liar. That's what you are. But at least I have something to put some work into, so that'll be fun. But let me see if I have this. You guys are gonna fucking laugh your ass off if I can pull this up. Oh my god, even a year ago. I'm almost embarrassed to play this. Oh my god. I'm trying to find the most embarrassing one though. Let me see. If I'm gonna embarrass myself, I might as well. Halftime. Fracture. Alchemy. I might have taken this video down because it was so shitty. It was so shitty. I can't find it. But let me see here. Okay, that's fine. We can still go back and look at some of this other shit. No. It's bad. Like even a year ago, and this is just like puts things into perspective. So I feel embarrassed to have even like put shit out like this, but check this out.
Cassian Ander. Big stakes, big danger.
Yeah, shut the hell up. Nobody cares, Lucasfilms. So if you like what you exploring how to halftime beat,
oh my god,
kind of like this. Okay, this actually isn't the most terrible thing. Okay, it's not awful, but doing that, right? And that was a year ago. That's where I was a year ago compared to like what I had recently put out. Like, fuck, dude. Thanks, Cage. That's all I have to say. Thanks, Cage. That's fucking progress, dude. It's fucking progress. Let me see if I have like even some of my older stuff like from earlier this year. Oh man, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, yeah, even some of this shit. It's all sharp. Yeah. Like, man, I don't fuck, dude. I don't know what happened, but this one is actually pretty cool. This part right here that's coming up, I do like this part. But even still, like this is a good comparison. Still better than my Progresso. And how long of a period since this? This was earlier this year. So what was that 10K one? That was in February. So this one though, I think this one, when did this one come out? This one came out last year in June. I actually sent this one to Audica. But even still, like, the syncopation is not there. It's just like a beat, if that makes sense. But even still, like, you can just tell, like, the quality of this is just not nearly as strong. This is like, you know, very typical wannabe Ivy Lab shit. But yeah, like, just like I said, like, I just didn't, there is so much stuff. And also, like, true story, but like buying Eventide Saturate, that really changed like the quality of my production as well. It made everything so much louder and so much more, like, I don't know, chonkier. I'm trying to see though if I have like some older shit that's like still unlabeled or like just like really fucking shitty beats. I'm sure I have some somewhere. But yeah, like 2019. Oh my god, dude, it's embarrassing. This was way back in. No, this was back in 2015. Odyssey, Ivy Lab, Jungle Tune. That's an old one. Let me see here. Oh. You wish. Sorry, friends. Nope, not playing that one. Oh, here's a good one. This one is from 2016. This is while I was... Yeah, just look how trash this shit is. So when did I start producing? 2013. There's like stereo in the sub. Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Yeah! Just kidding. That's that. So I started around 2011, and in 2013 I left school and decided, fuck it, I'm gonna learn to make music. Dope, man. That's awesome. I hope that it feels like you like it paid off. But I mean, yeah, like those are the kind of beats that I was writing in 2016, and I did not know what the fuck I was doing. Even with like designing Neurobase and stuff, like there was like, it was kind of there, kind of not, but in that aspect, like just the growth, man. Ooh, 2014. Holy shit. Okay, this one's not so bad. I used to make like melodic dubstep, or try to. I like your old style in the same way now, but that style is slightly different to my ear. It's very different, yeah. Yeah. So this tune was actually pretty cool. I sent this one. This is the tune that I sent to Copycat before he started giving me lessons. I think they're just Vengeance drums. But yeah, I sent this to Copycat, and there's a lot of stereo in the sub, but it's still cool. I wish I still had this project, because I'd probably go back and remaster it. Well, I don't have the projects anymore. Right. I hear you. But you can tell, like, there's a lot about composition that I still don't understand in this. It's a bunch of fucking layers. Like, layer. And I'm kind of done with that. I'm kind of, like, done with, like, that omega layer shit, if at all possible. Like, less is more. Flesh said it earlier. Less is more. Less is more. But, man, your vibe is really solid. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. This took so much time to develop. Like, the spacing aspect and like how to like curate like swingy drums and shit, that took a lot of time for me to put together. Yeah, so this is a cool little idea. It might even be cool to like switch up the idea right there, as opposed to just being like the boom. It could be like you know, or some shit like that. But like, I don't know. Let me just see what happens when we do this. Probably like switch that one up with a clap or something. Whoa. Lots of textured clap. There we go. You can just do this little guy right here. And this has been one of the most important fucking tools I have ever learned in the history of making your snares fucking smack'ems. Oh my gosh, man, like... Oh, for some reason that's on the effects. I don't really want that, but... But that thing... Okay, I fucked up. Let's try that one more time. There we go. That way it's on the same timing, but... That like schmacky, sticky schmack? The schmack attack, a snack a schmack? That's like the... Some magic sit? So frequency shift, glue comp, time stretching. You mean to make that effect? No, it's having something hit right before the snare, but like really, really short space. So if we were to just solo this versus without it, yeah, rim shots, or like I usually make claps with a lot of like transients and before. So like that, or stuff like that would probably be really cool too. Like you can even layer that beforehand, kind of like this. And the more that you like do shit like this and like kind of lead up to the actual smack, then see? And if you can make them syncopated as well, kind of like what we talked about, fucking space. See how that creates like just that really cool, like, oh man, some cool shit's about to happen. Transient offset's really cool, similar technique to sequencing realistic drums. Yeah, like a flam, right? So a brah, brah. That's exactly what it is. But like when you have different layers that are outside of just the snare, then it gives it almost like a I don't know, like a bunch of people clapping and stuff, and then the snare hits. So like you got that drunk dude that's like, yeah, I could keep the beat, and it's like boom boom pop boom boom boom. What? But I mean, of course, in like making it be like, oh, that guy's way off, but it was kind of cool. A lot of times too, though, again, just like creating space, right? And like when you want a rhythmic moment to pop up, when this stands on its own, then it's going to be more impactful. I definitely think that the snare should have like a convolving. I'm just gonna write that out as a note. But I like to usually do like mid-side stuff on my snares. But yeah, so like having shit like that. Yeah, man, that makes me hella happy. Guitars are super sick for this. Then you can like scrape the strings. Yeah, it could be anything. It a lot of times like it's even Foley. But like if you listen to something like Elon Moore, or you listen to Cage, or you listen to Chi, you listen to Eunice, Mad Zach, even like there's a bunch of people that do that halftime thing, but just create this. Oh, Flying Lotus, that's an excellent example of like the. And a lot of times too, like they'll TikTok it is something I got from like Shroomhead One, but you can do something like this. See, and that makes that so much more impactful. So you can like. But you see how much more energy that adds to the drums? Like, and even still, like, that's kind of cool too, because you can even use that as a rhythmic element. Alright, so I'm actually going to take all this stuff and move it over. You can even do something like this. Like, oh man, yeah, see, that's like where the fun shit happens, because like you just like you start finding these pockets of space, and then you can kind of just like go ham on that. And because this is relatively consistent, like it's got subtle movement in between because these are randomized, but I don't think that it's significant enough to A, damage the tune or harm the tune, but B, also not significant enough to like be a noticeable change, but still has a little bit of like movement to it. I think that's why I haven't like printed any of this stuff to audio yet, but because you don't notice it, right? Like you notice that like it fills the space, but at least to me it does. It's not like bothersome. That could just be an oversight, but I think it's pretty okay. But yeah, so from that you can kind of just like go ham on the drums and shit, and just kind of keep that rhythm because you've already created the expectation, and that's what it is creating the expectation for this stuff. So something else that we could play with as well, and maybe I'll just write a note out of like play with master effects. So like once you have something like that, like I know I put a snap heap rack on here and stuff, but like sometimes it can be fun to do like a different one and then just like have other shit automate over this at certain times, not randomized, like automated, or even like an LFO or something that's just like an on-off trigger. But you know, you could do something kind of like this. La 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 la. I don't know, maybe like where you distort the. I'll just do that, right? I'll just like pull this back like this and then pull the mix off, and then you can kind of just have like a few different racks of different shit that like does stuff. It doesn't really matter because it's an effect. So you could wait. What would happen if you do this? Hold on one second. Well, that's not good. Maybe not. We'll just go like that. So pull the mix down, but. Oh, it just mutes it. I know, right? right? So like even just like having a little jam like that could be kind of cool. So I'm quickly just going to sketch. Just a very, very, very quick intro. Be right back, gonna make some food. I'm probably gonna call it soon because again I gotta teach a class, but yeah, dude, thank you so much for coming in and like giving me some pointers and advice. Not for deep sound design much. I'm more an FM than a granular comb filter kind of guy. Dude, thank you so much. I had a great time just making shit, and I really need to like I totally got unhinged and was supposed to be making loops so that way I could do live jams in the MPC, and we ended up starting a little beat. But I still had a lot of fun. All right, so very quickly, just shit. No, we don't need to do that much. Instant groovy effects that are super rhythmic and fast to pull up. Let me render out those stems for you. 10 hours later, yo, I have a new song. Yeah, exactly. It was still enjoyable as always. Yeah, I got started a lot later today than usual, but that is because I had a lesson with Cage today, and it wasn't really like he didn't even show me anything production related. It was all just like, hey dude, can I have some of your time? He was like, yeah. And he kind of just talked to me about like philosophical things and about mindset, and that's really all it was about. I'm gonna just use like some kind of delay or something. I like the he speaks. Super understanding of himself. Are you talking about me?
I don't know shit.
Oh, who the fuck are you talking about? Oh yeah. I told him that. And yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Oh, we can probably borrow from some of this stuff too and just... This is like really quick and dirty, guys. So Probably needs some kind of fill right there, but oh, that's so cool. Okay, I think I want to do it every time, so. Oh no, that's a cool little unique transition right there. Yeah, and then that's all it has to be. So we made a beat today, and it doesn't have to be anything more than that. Just a really cool little, like, you know, like, how long is this? Like a minute? That's why I love halftime beats, because you spend more time making the groove as sick as possible. And then, like, if you want it to become something else, then it can, but, you know, rather than, like, have a hella repetitive thing that's, like, 6 minutes long, bravo, finger class on you, Chan. But Jazz, do you remember when we were talking about that? About, like, what you have to do to finish a tune? And, like, that's all it has to be, man. That's all it has to be. So I think what I'm going to do is just short and sweet, exactly. You can speedrun this. And what I'm even going to do, just for funsies, is I'm going to add a snap heap rack in here, and alckemy.com. You just throw up one of these guys, and oh, this one, I know this one's going to be cool. So you go like this. Where's this at? I do feel like I feel like I'd like to do a class if you still provide that and have one talking. That, yeah, of course, of course. Boom. We're gonna call this. This is only 30 bars. That's funny. Feeling kind of glonky. Do you guys know that meme? Feeling kind of glonky. No, glonky with a GL. Glonky. Feeling kind of glonky. Sorry, responding to the girlfriend. Hangry. How far my sense of humor has fallen? Yes. Guy is lit as shit. Hey, Lifter, what's good, brother? I hear gonk. Gonk droid. What is that? Alright, let's do one more listen through, and then I'll take like maybe 5-10 minutes of questions if anybody has anything, and then I'll call it a day, and then I'll be back tomorrow night, because I'm going to go train tomorrow. Has one voice and the eye that says gong. Oh, gotcha. I wonder if Okay, wait, I fucked up. Okay, one more time. Sorry, guys. It was literally the funniest shit to me when I was 12. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's funny, it's funny, right? Why is it still soloed? What the hell? That intro is fucking dope. Still sounds clean though to me. Sounds good on my monitors. It sounds good on mine too. Yep, still clean. Dope, man. Yo, Flesh, if you have any ideas, yo, thank you so much for the follow. Darling and Hobbs, I really appreciate it. If you have any ideas for this or something, I'd be happy to send it to you with stems or something. I don't know how many billions and billions of projects you have, but this is all I really want to do with this idea, I think. So if you want to put hands on it, I'm more than happy to send that out. But yeah, does anybody have any questions or anything that I could be helpful towards, or anything that? Yeah, send the stems. We'll see what I can do. Okay, give me like a couple days because I got a couple of things to do right after stream, but I'll send them to you. Pimp my track. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anybody have any questions? Or you know what I could do that might be kind of cool is I could probably lay down some vocals and do like some vocal chop thingies if that would be fun. I'll just like freestyle over it or something, or write some lyrics down and then like break them up. That'd be cool to see me do vocals. I did it with Eyes Wide. I'm a dip. It's nearly 12:30. Yo, thanks so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go soon too. But yeah, I did Eyes Wide on stream. Actually, I did the entire thing of Eyes Wide on stream. Been a phone much love. Same to you, bro. But there's a lot of vocals in here that I just recorded myself. Yeah, lots of stuff like that. But anywho, all right. Yeah, I'm super sleeping. Glad I could check out the final render, and thanks again for your feedback last week. Yeah, for sure. I don't even remember what it was, to be honest, but no worries, man. I just used my drum rack processor thing on the vocals because Zane was like, treat your vocals like percussion and slam the fuck out of them. And I was like, okay. And sure enough, pretty simple and pretty easy to do. But with that, scroll up a tad. This is tough. By the way, I never knew if I said this, but I'm Tombstone on Discord. I posted that respec track a week ago or something in the feedback channel. I'd have to take a look. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I know that you're Tombstone, but I just don't remember the track. Like, the amount of information that I sort through is a lot, so please forgive me if I don't recall. It's not that I don't think that you guys are important by any means. It's just I got a lot of shit going on, so I'm very sorry. I'll own that. But in any case, I'll take another look and remind myself. But much love to you guys. Thank you so much. I will be on tomorrow and Friday, and then I'll be off for the weekend. And then, oh, I do remember that now. Yeah. Yeah, I literally took a picture of myself in the moment at that time, and it was like, God damn. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. All right. Much love, everybody. Go follow Flesh on SoundCloud. We'll all be backing around, chilling, and hanging out tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.